Hello, I'm Schuh and this is Procurement in the Park. So it has now been nearly a year that I'm back from high tech and working for traditional industry. And over all these years working in the high tech industry, I believe that the biggest thing I can bring back to traditional industry is all this knowledge about electronics and software that is so important for competing in the 21st century. But it turns out that there are a lot of more fundamental learnings that the traditional industry can take from the high-tech industry. And today I'm going to talk about 4 of these very, very important learnings. Just in order to kind of qualify what I mean by traditional industry. So for me these are companies that have been around for many, many decades before high-tech became a thing. And over the past year I've been working with companies in traditional industry in London, in Munich, in Paris and in Indonesia, and a big shout out to my friends who know who I'm talking about. And for me, again, these are 4 big learnings. So here's the list of these learnings, and let's start with the first one: 4 times faster. So now for me, really remembering my first interaction with high tech back in 2011, 2012, I was shocked by how fast everything is. So what in traditional industry is an annual negotiation, in high tech is a quarterly negotiation. You decide something in the morning and you execute in the afternoon. And seriously, why can this not be replicated by traditional industry? So I believe that all traditional industry companies should very much increase the pace of negotiations, of interactions with suppliers, at least in the area where traditional industry is actually competing with the high-tech companies, so when it comes to electronics. But there's no reason why this cannot be carried over to any aspect of procurement life out there. So if you interact with your suppliers more frequently, you can only benefit from it. So you actually gain a bigger mindshare at your suppliers compared to your competitors. Just imagine that. Your competitors are remaining on this slow annual cycle and you are doing very fast-paced quarterly cycle. So you can only benefit from that. So that should be a really, really easy learning. Now the second learning traditional industry should take from the high-tech industry is this very, very strong external orientation. So what startled me at my clients in traditional industry is how much internal debate and internal negotiation is happening. So engineers discussing with procurement people talking about themselves, trying to figure out what is an appropriate ask to the supplier. So why is it so hard to go out and negotiate with the supplier from day one? And also this mindset of fail fast and learn in the high-tech industry. So high-tech industry people are not scared of going out and negotiating with suppliers. They don't expect the suppliers to say yes at the first negotiation round. It's clear for them there will be many negotiation rounds. So this can-do, make-happen mindset in the high-tech industry, I think, is something that traditional industry would really learn from. And this is now also the third learning. So can-do, make-happen. So a much higher ambition level. So what I've seen in traditional industry is that procurement very much waits for other functions to establish a target. So a cost down target that is negotiated between procurement, finance, or procurement and engineering, and then procurement people would do just the absolute bare minimum to reach this externally established target, as opposed to what I've seen in high-tech companies, where procurement people say, hey, I don't care what other people tell me, I will just go out and achieve the absolute best I can do for my company. So again, something that can be replicated very easily by traditional companies, and you don't need to be dealing in electronics to really replicate this very aggressive mindset that high-tech companies have. And the fourth and last learning I will talk about today is this hunting for innovation, hunting for new ideas. So in a lot of traditional industry companies, procurement is very much limited to achieving cost savings, and you don't see this in high-tech companies. So high-tech companies, when they talk to their suppliers, they will always ask beyond cost savings. So what can you do for me in terms of faster delivery, in terms of better quality, in terms of better ideas, innovation that we can bring into our products. So again, this is not something that should be limited to the high-tech industry. This should be something that every company in every industry is doing. So suppliers should be expected to deliver much more than just cost savings, but also help the company get on a trajectory of profitable growth. So let me know if this is something that would work for you in your company. So do you want to get faster with quarterly negotiations instead of annual negotiations? Do you think it would make sense for you to be more outgoing, so negotiate externally instead of internally? Do you want to go out with a higher ambition level, doing whatever is possible as opposed to doing what other people tell you? And do you want to go out and hunt for innovation, hunt for a trajectory for your company to more profitable growth? Let me know down below, and as always, I will come back to you within 24 hours. And if you would like to subscribe, click here. And if you would like to see another one of my videos, click over here. Okay, thank you. Bye.